The Student Hotel started 10 years ago with a simple belief: students deserve better. Society evolved and so did we. We're embracing this change. And it all starts with a name. It's time to say goodbye to the Student Hotel and say hello to the Social Hub. The Social Hub is who we have become and who we truly are. A like-minded community really making a difference. Let's together create a better society.
Hallo en welkom bij de online uitzending van de 14e editie van FASHIONCLASH Festival. Ik ben Dani van Houten, filmmaker en jarenlang partner van FASHIONCLASH Festival. Het programma dat ik ga aankondigen heet New Fashion Narratives Part 2, het Mares. De expositie New Fashion Narratives staat voor de huidige generatie ontwerpers die mode opvatten als missie. FASHIONCLASH signaleert een groeiende behoefte bij de Nederlandse ontwerpers om bij te kunnen dragen aan een gezondere modesector en een betere wereld. Met deze selectie geeft FASHIONCLASH podium aan een groep ontwerpers en kunstenaars afkomstig uit of gelinkt aan Nederland, die deze positieve ontwikkeling laten zien. Ik wens je veel kijkplezier. Wil je ook de andere programma-onderdelen van FASHIONCLASH Festival terugkijken? Dat kan op dit platform of bezoek www.fashionclash.nl.
Hello, we are Space for Fictions, and in these exhibitions we are presenting garments and accessories titled Posthumans, the Containerist Nomads. And this project is based on a speculative scenario where human beings are in a danger of these desertifications in a world. In the scenarios, the people will become nomads because everything will be disappear under the sands, and our bodies will become more vulnerable to viruses, so people will protect each other's body without touching each other.
As a response to this change, the garments will be developed to connect each other's bodies, so they will be able to keep their company in sandstorms and at the same time keep their distance from each other. These long line garments are symbolic forms of touching without physical touch.
Through these projects, we aim to explore alternative values and new forms of garments and rethink about contemporary perspective about social and ecological matters.
My name is Berden, and I pronounce myself as visual narrator. I'm interested in the emotional value of garments. When do garments become valuable, and what does a piece of clothing say about their owner? My aim is to illustrate the world from various perspectives. I translate my research into installations made of sustainable textile. The crossover, real fake, and strolling in grandma's clothing present fragments of colorful garments crisscrossed in a meadow of life stories. The installation symbolizes existing wealth, memories, true garments. All designs are inspired by the stories of elderly or from the memories of their relatives. The experience where time, quality, pureness, and emotional sustainability are at the core.
I'm Antoine, and for me the space around the garment is just as important as the piece of clothing itself. I really believe that fashion is the most powerful art form there exists. It can influence your movement, how you feel, and even your surrounding. For Maris and FASHIONCLASH, I created a new space garment. Inspired on this beautiful garden room, for the first time I used movement in one of my space garments. I also played with contrast, colors, matte, glossy, and so on. And this way I want to disrupt the ratio. I want to disrupt the traditional relationship between people and clothing. Actually, what I want to do is I want to delay people in their movement and how they feel.
Hello, I'm Anneke. I'm the coach of Extended, the youth department of Mares and Jan van Eyck, in which a group of youngsters will work on their own art project for a couple of months. And for this project, they worked with the Future Materials Bank on the guidance of artist Yi Cheng. And this project will be shown during FASHIONCLASH.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm part of the Extended project, and with our project we're inviting people to think with us about sustainable materials and how you can make new objects by using sustainable materials. For example, paper, such a simple object, can be turned into something so durable, and you can make objects such as furniture and lifestyle products. So we're asking people to think with us and think about the kind of materials they use in their everyday life, including fashion. I hope with our exhibition you can experience and think about fashion from a new perspective.
Hi everybody, I'm Wei-Chi. I'm from Taiwan, based in Arnhem. My work is called Centering the Format, and it consists of a series of workshops, sensory documentation which you can see here, also a handbook. And this project is aimed to offer a self-organized educational method and to raise the awareness of the dominant modern colonial perspective. So what format means here is then the things that may cause the discomfort of the dominant narratives, especially the Eurocentric narrative. Some things like the way we sense the world, or how we perceive the world, and the skills, cultures, history, etc. So here what you can see is the documentation of the workshop, and also some sound escape that I documented in the more unconventional way, so people can feel more engaged when interact with the work.
My name is Dasha Tsapenko. I'm a bio designer, and I work a lot with elements of fashion. In my practice, I collaborate with a variety of non-human species, such as plants, bacteria, and fungi. And the work which is behind me is in fact a collaboration with fungi which are native to the Netherlands, and with their root part, which is mycelium. The title of the project is My Couture, and this mic part comes from mycelium. And here you could see three different techniques which are manipulations with hemp, tufting, knitting, weaving, and then I used properties of mycelium mushroom growth, and that's the result. Each time the result is different. and I rely a lot on my collaborator.
I am Lena Winterink, and this project here is a collaboration between me and the 6 women that are working from the One Day Shop. That's a place in Amsterdam New West where people from the neighborhood can try out their business for 1 day a week for free. And it attracted a lot of women that all work with textile. And in this project that I was asked to do by Cascoland, I asked the 6 women that are working from there to show me objects that have an emotional value to them. And with the pictures of the objects and the stories that they told me about the objects in mind, I created a personal pattern on textile for each of the women. So basically every pattern is a collage of their objects, and with the textiles that were printed, they were asked, or I asked them to make a garment, design a garment and make a garment. So this collection, Personal Patterns, represents both their personal stories as well as their maker qualities.
Hello, I am Guerline. I present my collection Assese Sasse here at Fashion Class. Assese Sasse is about the struggle that I experienced with my cultural background as an inter-country adoptive child from Haiti. Living between 2 worlds can create a certain instability. I visualized this instability by deforming the monoblock chair. The monoblock chair is a simple plastic chair that looks the same everywhere in the world. By deforming this chair, it gets its own identity, and a chair that normally provides support is now unstable.
The future is not bad. The future is fun. In it we can reinvent and reimagine how to look pretty in the clothes that we wear daily. Welcome to Tsapenko, a vision of the future of the Netherlands after the climate destruction and after the great floods. My name is Teresa from Twuijver and I made this project. And there is a beautiful spatial projection design from Studio de Maan. The Netherlands are famous for being below sea level, but with sea levels rising due to climate change, the Netherlands will disappear under the North Sea one day. Small islands will be all that is left. Now, what to wear when you are disconnected from the global textiles industry and when there is no more such a thing as fashion? This collection is made from cheap, simple and second-hand materials and from repurposed old clothes. Futuristic and historical sewing techniques are combined to create a regional style that is also inspired on the old folklore of the same region, the Zaanstreek. The future is not bad. The future is fun. In it, we can reinvent and reimagine the clothes that we wear on a daily basis.